Hi, my name is Nicole, and you are watching my video about stevia. And stevia is actually a new sugar replacement that is out in the market today, and we are receiving lots of good things about it. Well, we're going to discuss tidbits of what makes stevia stand out among the alternative sugar replacements, especially um, why is it different from artificial sweeteners. So I guess that is the most confusion that the people are having at the present time. Well, sweet stevia is healthy and a good natural sugar substitute. Well, what's the difference between stevia and artificial sweeteners? And probably, you are switching over to a healthy sugar substitute because you decided to be healthier, you decided to lose weight, or most of the viewers that I have diabetes, so they're looking for a good sugar substitute that they could take to prevent them from having high blood glucose in their body. And but most of the time I am receiving requests to make videos about how stevia and artificial sweetener can help you in weight loss, and which one is actually effective in helping us achieve our ideal weight or maintaining our ideal weight. So losing weight is actually a lifestyle, a change of lifestyle, and it doesn't happen overnight, and it's a process that you have to undertake, and there will be you will be faced in different changes, especially in how you eat, your food choices, your habits. But once you overcame those barriers from you going to weight loss, um, you will definitely be proud of yourself. You will see how your life will improve, and it's definitely worth it. If you are diabetic, most of the diabetic people, especially those who have type 2 diabetes, are overweight. So most probably you have heard this from your doctor that you need to lose some weight, and you have to diet, eat well, eat good stuff, avoid sugary products. But it's really difficult because sugar is really delicious. It makes our life sweeter. It makes our food tastier, and it tastes so good that it could be addictive. And I am actually a sugar addict. I am so attached with sugar. Whenever I feel bad, I need something sweet to make me feel good. And I made some research that that is emotional attachment to sugar. And whenever that happens to a person, you are overdosing your body with too much glucose. So it can turn out in the long run that you might acquire a disease related to eating too much sugar. So I'm gonna go ahead and tell you my story later after the end of this module. And basically, sugar is one of the major factor of weight gain. So it is logically correct that dismissing or reducing your sugar intake can lead to weight loss. And as we said, sweet is definitely hard to dismiss. It could probably impossible to dismiss, and that is why many businessmen thought of how can we help these people. So you could go to a grocery store. You will find different options when it comes to sugar substitute. You will find Splenda, Truvia, you name it. There's a lot of them. So which actually of these products could actually help you without feeding your body chemical or fake substances. All right. And what are artificial sweeteners? Well, artificial sweeteners are, I can say, are so rampant in the market today. They dominate more when it comes to the availability in the supermarket. Depending on the brand you use, there are actually five artificial sweeteners. So those are neotame, saccharin, sucralose, acesulfame K, and aspartame. These are all chemically processed, and they are not natural. So even if you see some label, on their packaging that says natural, and if it's an artificial sweetener, well, you need to be wary, because artificial sweetener, that's why it's called artificial, it's not natural, and it's false advertising. And as a consumer, it is your right to know what you are buying, and that your intention matches the objectives of the product um, that you were buying. So most of the artificial sweetener brands are using dextrose, maltodextrin, to enhance the texture, the quality of the product. But the problem with these two substances is that it could be easily absorbed by the body, and to the point that it goes to your blood. So if you are diabetic, it could spike up your blood glucose almost immediately after taking it. So for this is for people with diabetics. I mean, for people with diabetes, um, artificial sweeteners could spike up your blood glucose levels. And however, maltodextrin and dextrose has a lesser calories compared to a regular sugar, but still, it's much better to be mindful of what you're taking in, even if it's 0 calorie in the label, they said. So there's another sugar I substitute, which is stevia. So what is stevia? Stevia is a green leafy plant. You should call it candy leaf because it's very sweet. Um, if you tasted it, if you put that in your mouth, you crush it with your teeth, you will almost definitely experience the sweetness it provides. And it is originated from Paraguay. It has been used by the tribes of Paraguay for centuries, and it was not only used just a sweetener. It was used in many forms as a medicine, as a skin ointment for eczema, for minor wounds and burns, and those stuff. And takers of stevia, um, takers of stevia said that it is 200% sweeter than a regular sugar. Well, regarding this statement, I can say it's true, because I you need little stevia just to sweeten your coffee. Before, I used to put 2 tablespoons of sugar, but in by using stevia as a sweetener, I'm just using half a teaspoon, and it's really sweet. And I mean, half a tablespoon, sorry, half tablespoon, and it gives me the sweet that I need. Um, it doesn't contain calories to ruin your diet, so it helps you manage the calories coming in. And this plant is considered to be the perfect sweeteners for those who have diabetes and for those who are trying to lose weight. So, if you were asking, we already conducted some research on the experiences of the users of artificial sweeteners and stevia users. Um, and it turns out that most people who have taken artificial sweeteners uh, actually gained weight instead of losing it. I believe this is something to do with your psychological or psychological thinking pattern, that you are actually saving some calories out of the drinks that you were taking, so you can munch more on different on other food sources like popcorn, um, cake, because you thought you're saving sugar from your diet soda. But actually, that kind of thinking will put on more weight, literally, to your body. because there was a test conducted to two groups of rats, and the first group was fed yogurt sweetened by natural sugar, or the just the regular table sugar, and the second group was fed with yogurt sweetened by artificial sweetener. And at the end of the month of the daily intake of yogurt with the sweeteners, those the first group who are taking table the regular table sugar were actually have a lesser weight compared to the second group who were taking artificial sweeteners, and the same thing, same conclusion, that artificial sweetener doesn't satisfy your wants for sweet. In fact, it can save you some calories. That's true. However, it doesn't satisfy it. So what's gonna happen is it's gonna turn on your psychological switch, and you are going to hunger for more, and that means that you will eat more calories than uh, you should have been doing before. So, um, so you were probably asking, is it worth it to take artificial sweetener? Well, for me, um, if you can control the appetite, then go ahead. But if not, then I'd rather not, because if you have a strong urge um, of eating sweets, don't take artificial sweeteners because it's just gonna make it stronger. Well, in fairness with stevia, my experience with stevia is I was able to control my appetite, especially my emotional attachment to sugar. It was balanced out until I became normal when it comes to my sugar intake, and now I'm loving it. My hunger for sugar turned down, and I lost a lot of weight. I can say that I look good, um, and I look radiant. My skin is really glowy. I think it's because I'm detoxifying from overdosing too much sugar before. So yeah, it does a good effect on my body. Well, we made some research about the experience of of the people who have taken stevia as their sugar replacement, and they told me that they felt this whenever you were taking stevia. After after a few minutes after taking it, you will feel the sudden fullness and you will feel satisfied. So um, it dawned to me that it help you suppress your appetite, and it could help you lose weight. So what I did is I use it as a tea tonic, and just use it like a regular tea. um, I pour it hot water, and before I eat during afternoon, or before nighttime, I drink a cup, so that I could feel the satisfaction. I could feel full, and I won't have this urge to eat more than I supposed to be eating. And yeah, stevia on this part is really effective. Um, about the sweetness, I can say that it does its job because it's really sweet. The aftertaste, many complain that dried leaf stevia does have aftertaste. Well, on that one, uh, at first, I think it's really awful. But when I'm rethinking the benefits that I could get, I got used to it. And until now, I'm using stevia, and I have no problem with it. I got used to the taste. I'm mixing it in every food I eat. That needs sugar, in my coffee, in my juice, in the dishes that I cook. I include stevia, and it's really good. I cannot complain more. Well, um, So if you're gonna ask me which sugar substitute I will recommend, definitely has to be stevia, because it doesn't have calories. Um, it doesn't give you fake substances on the labels. That's why it's really important for me to take dried leaves stevia instead of the refined stevia powder. I made some research about how they refined stevia extracts, and I am not pleased with what I found out, that stevia extract is being chemically processed by highly toxic chemicals. And that means that the leaves or the extract has been stripped off of its natural of its essential nutrients, vitamins and minerals, and the antioxidants that you should be ingesting to your body. But since they strip it off, you're just getting the sweetness, and that's it. And the thing I love about dried leaves stevia is, you will enjoy your food without worrying. So it gives me a peace of mind that you know that I'm on track, that I'm not going too far when it comes to my sugar intake, because stevia doesn't have calories, so I can drink more my tea tonic without worrying about my blood glucose going up again. And again, it helped me control my appetite, so it helps me maintain my weight. I'm already at my um, ideal weight, but yeah, I think I want to lose some more pounds, and stevia is helping me achieving that goal. And there's actually more reasons why you have to take stevia aside from appetite suppressant and uh, appetite suppressant and free calorie sweetener. It is also, it can help you control or inhibit the bacterial growth in your mouth. And like sugar, it produces some acids that can actually cause cavities and bad breath. Stevia does the opposite because it has antibacterial properties which inhibit those bacteria, so you can have a fresh mouth. Um, and also, it could you could use this as skin topical cream. If you have some bruise or uh, minor minor burns, as I mentioned earlier, tribes of Paraguay have been using stevia for that purpose. So why don't we try it? And I've tried it actually. I'm using it as part of my skincare. Same thing. I use it as a toner. Um, and yeah, and so far it's really good. It makes my face really feel moisturized and free from wrinkles, I can say. And it improved some of my blemishes, like my some pimples and those those impurities on the face. It's improving. And yeah, it is perfect for people who have diabetes. It's definitely going to help you control your blood glucose, or control or maintain it. And it is full of nutrition. As I mentioned, it is packed with vitamins and minerals. And yeah, so I think just giving you the benefits of taking stevia, it's definitely a good uh, there are definitely good reasons why you need to switch, right? um, you are hitting two birds in one stone. You are making your food sweeter, making it more delicious, while you are improving your health. Well, I hope you learned something today. If you need to know where to get your supplies from, I'll be providing a link below. This is where I got my supplies from, and they're very reputable, and that's why I recommend them. And if you do have questions, feel free to put your comment below, and I'll be happy to answer. Okay. Well, thank you very much for sharing this time with me, and thank you for watching this video.